Hello, hello, welcome. Seeing many of you commenting on YouTube. Welcome to everyone around the globe. I always love these pre-events because it helps me to tap into the energy of excitement that you are all feeling and that we as a team have been feeling in the last couple of weeks as we've been putting this program together for you. So welcome, everybody. Today's session is aimed to give you a taste of what you'll experience when you join us for the upcoming Belize Expedition, which starts on February 4th in just 8 days. Unlike any other expedition in the past, this will be entirely remote, meaning there will be no one on site, not a SEAL, not the team, not anyone. This is our first remote expedition, and it is made possible by the many Earth Keepers we have trained. So we appreciate all of you who have put the time and dedication into becoming Earth Keepers and also working on your craft, your service in the world since becoming Earth Keepers in service. But don't worry, if you've not undergone this training, everyone is welcome to this Belize remote expedition. By joining us, you will not only be benefiting, but also contributing your presence and your energy, and that matters. And the many people that have joined expeditions before in person can attest to how being in the energy of this sacred site work transforms them as humans. So not to worry. The guides have spoken many times about the importance of working with sacred sites and with the Earth's energetic grid. By doing this vital work, we're not just healing ourselves, but also helping more effectively align the global grid, contributing to the elevation of human consciousness and the planet's well-being. We are so excited to share the powerful expedition with you. So let's get to today's session. I'll begin by answering some of the questions you've submitted that are sacred earthwork based, Belize based, and then we'll move into a meditation that I'll lead you through. So I believe that there are some questions that our team has already or is already going to put in the chat so that you can follow along with the questions that I'll be answering. And let's get started. Okay. The first one, what makes a site sacred? We use the word sacred site, the phrase sacred site often. And what we mean by sacred sites is they're naturally powerful spots, often found where Earth's energy lines cross. And these places already have this natural potency, but over time, human rituals, prayers, or even structures have amplified their energy. So it's really a co-creative relationship, humans and these sacred places working together to keep the energy flowing and growing. And many of you may have felt this naturally when you go into, let's say, a place of worship, or you go to a site of extreme beauty, or you are going into a place that elicits this experience of awe. So all of those would be considered what we mean by sacred sites. All right, let's see. Number 2, why is working with sacred sites important for humanity? We tend to feel like, oh, we're disconnected, like we're humans and that's nature. But working with sacred sites is so important because human consciousness is actually supported by Earth's consciousness. Just like our bodies have energy lines, so does the Earth. When we connect with these sacred places, we're not just helping heal ourselves or grow ourselves, we're also supporting the Earth's energetic grid. And this has a ripple effect, which in turn helps elevate consciousness globally and beyond. It's beautiful, it's an interconnected process, and there's a benefit to both humanity and the planet. So whether we like it or not, we have a symbiotic relationship with the earth. Another question that came in was, what is the connection between earth energy lines and human consciousness? So the Earth's energy grid parallels the human energy system. Sacred sites are often located at the intersections of these energy lines, and they act like energetic hubs or nodes that elevate and support human consciousness, even though we may not be aware of it. And here's something really fascinating. Some of these networks weren't just created by humans. They were actually developed by otherworldly civilizations to help humanity's evolution. It's amazing to think about how deeply connected we are to these places and even to those who helped set them up long before us. Let's see if we've got any comments so far. Okay, yeah, we're Evolution 1. Our team is doing the best to put these questions in, and they're typing as fast as they can. All right. All right. Let's talk about what's unique about Belize. So, as we've mentioned before, and I'm going to say it again, the Belize Expedition is completely remote. I'm not going to be there on site. A SEAL's not going to be there on site. The team's not going to be there on site. This means that you and us don't physically have to travel to these sites to work with their energy. So by attuning remotely, we can access even the most secluded and untouched places with our consciousness. And that's huge because it also helps preserve the pristine state of these sites while still letting us deeply connect with their power. It's a new and exciting way to work with some of the most energetically potent locations. And we're starting it in Central America, a real step forward in our sacred site work. Let's see. What else do we have here? I know I'm giving you guys a lot. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? All right, how does remote sacred site work differ from being on site? The beauty of sacred sites is that their energy isn't limited by physical distance. With remote sacred site work, you can still tap into the energy of these places without actually being there. Plus, it helps preserve the natural integrity of the sites while offering you an equally transformative experience. Can someone new to Earthkeeper's work join the Belize Expedition? I mentioned that earlier. Absolutely. You don't need any prior experience to join. Who has been to a sacred site expedition with us before? You can put it in the chats. Those who have experienced sacred site work, me personally included, understand that there is a profound life-changing impact. The physical experience of being at a site and feeling the energy of it before and feeling the energy of it after is palpable. So your energy and your presence alone make a valuable contribution to this work. And then the follow-up question about what can participants expect to experience during sacred site work? Sacred site work is often described as deeply transformative. People have a connection to powerful divine energies, ones they've maybe never encountered in everyday life. So it's a chance for incredible spiritual growth and personal transformation. And to have the opportunity to feel it, to experience it, not just in words, not just in a meditation, but to actually feel the work is an incredible honor. So that's what you can experience. We've talked about it before, but I do want to reiterate, how are sites for expeditions chosen? So there's a whole process that goes into choosing the sites. First, the guides map out the general flow, identifying the regions based on the Earth's energy. Then there's research that we do with archaeologists, historians, and even local legends to find the most impactful places. And then from there, Emmanuel fine tunes the list into what becomes the final selection. And what we've done, which will be available to you either by the end of the week or the beginning of next week in the Belize Expedition portal, is we have provided you some extra information. So information that we've gleaned, that we've learned from archaeologists and local wisdom keepers and local associations, and also some pictures, some site maps, things like that. But you can also feel free to look them up on your own. There's lots of YouTube videos that people have put through, or Facebook videos that people have posted that give you a better sense of actually like walking in or being in the space. All right, let's see. What makes remote sacred site work powerful? So remote work taps into consciousness as a tool for connection and transformation. It allows us to bypass physical limitations and still access the incredible energy of these sites. It's pretty amazing how much you can feel and experience from a distance. And we're going to guide you through working with your consciousness to be at these sites. And now I think we've got some more logistical questions about Belize itself, the Belize Expedition. So, what is the Belize Expedition and what does it involve? So, the Belize Expedition, before I do that, I'm just going to switch over to YouTube and see. Drew is asking, does Belize grid correspond with a chakra system? If so, which one? Drew, the guides don't mention chakra systems, and so we wouldn't know if they do correspond with one, but per the guides, there's no correlation to chakra systems. But there may be some, other like local legends that bring something like that up. So I invite you to do some research. Okay. Rachel's asking, I'm signed up. I thought there was an orientation to each site to help us connect. Yes, Rachel. We will be, I don't know if I already answered your question, but directly, but we will be opening the site modules within the expedition log either at the end of this week or latest early next week. And you'll be able to peruse all the information that we have gleaned for you, and it's going to be really fun. There's a lot of information on the 11 sites that we've got. Okay. Julie's saying, not only is the connection you make amazing, but you can carry that connection to the site with you for the rest of your life. It's truly supportive. And then, okay, so now I'm going to flip back over to the questions about Belize specifically. Okay. All right. So, what is the Belize Expedition and what does it involve? So, the Belize Expedition is an 8-day remote sacred site program happening starting February 4th. And during those 8 days, we'll be working energetically with 11 sites in Belize through guided attunements, energy transmissions, and group sharing circles. And as I've been mentioning, we also have the visuals, like the photos and the videos, that are going to help you feel deeply connected to these sites, even from afar. But there's even more information out there on YouTube and Facebook and other media that you can access that we just don't have explicit permission to use in our program, but it's available and it's out there as well. So I encourage you to start with what we've got presented for you, and then move on to maybe some supplemental information that you find out there. A question about the daily structure. What's the daily structure of the Belize Expedition? So each day, we're going to focus on different sacred sites through guided sessions. There'll be time in between to integrate what you've experienced, so days in between. And these sessions are going to include an explanation of the site's history. A SEAL will have a little talk about it, talk about the energy of the site. Then there'll be a transmission that will come through, and we'll also have sharing circles so we can process and reflect together throughout the week. So that's what you can expect. And we can also, I'll also share with you the daily structure when I share my screen shortly. Someone's asking, what if I can't attend live? No problem. All the sessions are recorded, and the energy of the recordings, just like transmissions, is just as powerful when you replay it as if you're there live. So you'll be able to engage with the attunements and the energy work on your own schedule if you need to. Okay, let's go back over to the YouTube chat. Okay, Karen is saying, for me personally, I have been remotely with the Earth Keepers in service and alone. Maybe I've been working remotely with the Earth Keeper service and alone, in service and alone. Felt and did sacred site work while not being there, and have had just as strong an energy and vibration through my own being as being there in person, often more. There are benefits for both. For me, there is a lot less of my own energy expenditure in proceeding with a non-physical expedition, and so much to gain. In person, I enjoy the social and all aspects of the human connection and experiencing the culture in certain areas. Yes, and Karen, we're hoping that the sharing circles will give you a little bit of that aspect. And we also are, I believe, going to be doing this on Zoom, so you'll be able to see the folks around you. Okay. Your fellow expeditioners. Okay. Okay. All right. Next question. How can someone prepare for this sacred site work? this one specifically, I'm going to talk generally, and then I'll talk about Belize, and I'll show you the expedition portal to show you what we've got cooking for you as well for preparation. So preparing for site work is really about being open and intentional. Since the work is deeply transformative, it helps to create space in your life for reflection and integration. Before, during, after the experience. You don't need any prior experience, but here are a few, let's say, simple ways to prepare. First is grounding exercises. So we have a meditation, a guided practice that we bring you through in preparation. There's also deep breathing, spending time in nature, yoga, anything that helps you connect with your own energy before you move on and engage with the energy of the sites. The other recommendation is to familiarize yourself with the expedition structure. And again, we'll have that out late this week or early next week. So you can review the schedule, you can understand how remote attunements work, and you know what to expect from the sessions, by which sites we're going to go to, which day, etc. And then, of course, there's just being open to the experience. So even if this is your first time doing sacred site work, just showing up with an open mind and heart is all you need. The energy of these sites and the guided sessions will take care of the rest. So with that, I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you the Belize Expedition portal, which you may have seen already. Let me go to share my screen. If you have signed up, then you've seen this. Okay. So we've walked you through, you can see here on the welcome page. Here's the schedule. It talks about each of the days, each of the sites that we'll see with a little thumbnail. And then we'll open up the modules on the expedition log shortly. This is what they'll look like. They're in gray right now because you can't see them, but just to give you a look. And then we have our expeditioner prep kit. So this is the one I was referring to about grounding. It's called Aligning with Earth's Energy. And then there's, if you want to take a whirl at choosing and visiting a sacred site remotely before we get going, you can do that using this practice and this practice meditation within this practice. So you would use these two together. You can also read our Earth Acupuncture ebook. It gives the whole background about why sacred earth, why earth keepers, why we do this work. And then Guatemala was the first aspect of the Mayan expedition and our first country in this part of the world working on the energetic grid. So we produced a documentary, which we split into 3 episodes, and you can watch those 3 episodes here to get a feeling for the Mayan civilization and the learnings that came through during that 3-week adventure that Asil and I went on, and some team members. Okay. All right. And let's see, do we still have everybody here? It's good when we do a live stream, but it's also fun when we're on Zoom because I can see the chats. I don't have to switch back and forth. All right. Okay. Anaya is asking, can the remote work be similar to bilocation, telepathy, and remote viewing? I've not spent enough time, Anaya, with bilocation, telepathy, and remote viewing, but I believe that it is similar. And I wouldn't. We're not calling it that. The guides aren't calling it that, but it probably has a similar essence to it. So if you come in and receive the guidance that Asil is going to share with us during the expedition, then you can see for yourself. All right. There is one more question that we'll answer, and then we'll get into the meditation. And we'll be done with the mental stuff. What comes after the Belize expedition? Very good question. So we've got an Earth Keepers training pathway that's available to you, and we're going to go through it starting in March all the way through April. So that's level 2 and level 3. If you've taken foundations already, you're eligible, and you received an email invite last Thursday. So check your inboxes. And if you haven't taken foundations, we're going to give you a chance to complete the 4 transmissions before March 1st. And an email will be sent to everyone on our newsletter who has not yet taken foundations. That email will go out February 4th, the beginning of the expedition. And you'll have between February 4th and March 1st to experience the 4 foundations transmissions on your own time. We're also going to be taking a group and offering an online experience to Mexico, specifically the Yucatan. Mexico is a very big country and with lots of sacred sites, and so we have to break up that trip. So our first trip is the Yucatan, and that's going to be connecting the sites from Guatemala through Belize up to Mexico, and that will be in June. So if you are loving what you experienced and you want to go on another remote expedition, you can do so. If you love the experience and you want to come with us in person, you can do that too. And if you want to get some training in between, it is available, and we are happy to receive you. All right. Okay. So now let's put our brains down, and you can always re-watch this video, and I'm sure our very capable content team will be chopping up these different questions and answers into more digestible pieces so that you can have a simple question and answer. And we're now going to move into a little bit of an experience, a meditation. As we had talked about, we do have this symbiotic relationship with Earth. And so the intention of this meditation is to bring you through to that palpable feeling of the exchange, the natural exchange between us and Mother Earth. So everyone get cozy. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Let's start by finding our inner silence. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. As you take your next breath in, follow the journey of this precious gift of air in through your nostrils, filling your lungs, circulating throughout your body, and breathing out, sharing this gift. And anytime you get lost, you can come back to this simple breath in, following the journey, and breath out. Receiving the gift and sharing the gift. Now turn your awareness to your body. Noticing what you feel. Slowly scanning for any tension, calmness. If there's any tension, allowing that tension to just relax, move through. Not trying to find the root of the tension right now, just feeling the sensations and allowing them to flow without judgment. Allowing them to unwind, harmonize with a sense of calmness naturally. As you breathe in and out. Breathing in, recognizing. Breathing out, relaxing. Now let's anchor ourselves in the present moment. There's unlimited potential here and now. So, bringing your awareness to this very moment and allowing for this unlimited potential to build in you. allowing past thoughts to simply fall away. Every moment is a moment to start anew in this unlimited possibility. Allowing future worries to slowly retract into the void of nothingness. Disappearing. Calling your energy back. From these future worries. Gathering this energy here into this very moment where unlimited potential exists. Feeling your body in this present moment. Sensing your heartbeat. Maybe putting your hand on your heart to feel it. Feeling the air as it goes in and out of your body. Feeling where you sit, where you end and something else begins. The weight of gravity. As you breathe, feel your presence expanding through you, around you. Simply observe. In this awareness, your internal observer naturally arises. This is the part of you that watches everything without judgment. Feel how your perspective naturally shifts to a neutral and witnessing state. Stay in this state that while everything changes around you, your environment, your thoughts, your emotions, your witness, your internal observer remains calm and still. You are at the center of your experience. Sensations, thoughts, and emotions arise without identification, for realizations and resolutions to occur. Trust that all is taken care of in this present moment. From this state of observation, request all aspects of your being, your emotional being, your mental being, your physical being, your entire being, coming into inner alignment now. Feel all aspects of your being harmonized, seamless. Now visualize yourself as a big tree, extending your roots deep into the earth. Following the roots as they go deeper, become stronger. Feel yourself being held and deeply grounded with the earth, by the earth. Connect with the vast life force and love of this earth, deriving from its core. Connect your root, your core, to the core of the earth, and observe the potency of making that connection. Receive this flow of life force and love from the earth's core into your being. Follow the energy from the earth's core through your roots into your being. Sharing your life force down through your roots into the earth's core. Feel the solidity of this connection. Now let's extend our connection to higher realms. Imagine your branches reaching up to the sky, reaching for the sunlight, reaching for the sun. Reaching for your higher consciousness. Reaching for divinity itself. Tapping into highest frequency energies. Delivering this high frequency energy back down through the branches into your being, the core of your being, through your roots to the core of the earth. Visualize a column of light extending from the top of your head to the higher realms, getting brighter and brighter, more solid. Feel this high frequency energy flowing through you, connecting and grounding it with the earth, like a lightning rod. In this grounded and aligned state, let's attune to our immediate environment. It could be our room, it could be our home, it could be our office. From your deep state of silence, presence, alignment, groundedness, expand your awareness to this space around you and sense the energy of this space. Staying aligned, staying in your presence. Hear the noises. Soft or loud. Feel the air flow. You are the center of your experience. Observing around you. Notice the qualities of this space, this immediate environment. Does it feel calm? Does it feel charged? Does it feel chaotic? Does it feel light? Does it feel dense? Does it change? Notice how your presence, your alignment, your inner harmony emanates out into this space. Notice your harmony and its effects, your alignment and its effects in this space right now. Observing, continuing to breathe and be the center of your experience. By attuning to your environment right now, you are enhancing your ability to connect and harmonize with any place you visit, in person or remotely. Witness how this loving, high frequency energy moves between you and the earth and your environment. Allow the ease you access from this connection to permeate through your very being. Take a deep breath in, receiving that gift. Exhale slowly, sharing that gift. Feel your presence, grounded by earth and uplifted by high frequency energies. Inhale deeply, feeling gratitude, feeling your heart. Exhale slowly, integrating the wisdom of the practice. Coming back to your immediate body, feeling yourself in this space. Taking your hands and making contact with your body, reminding yourself that you are here in 3D form. Giving yourself a hug. Stretching and opening your eyes. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for indulging me in this meditation, allowing me to guide you. Thank you so much for your insightful questions. It really helped to guide the first part of this experience, this session. If you're not already signed up and you're inspired to continue this journey, I encourage you to join us for Belize. It begins on the 4th of February. And the earlier that you can join, the more time you'll have to practice and research and get excited with the community members. And if you can't make it there, but you're feeling curious about Earth Keepers training in March and April, it's now open for registration as well. And for those of you who've completed the level 1 foundations requirement to be on that pathway, you can use the eligibility checker. We'll post in the chat for you now, or you can revisit your email and look for an email from us from last Thursday. And if you've not completed foundations, feel free to join us when we send you a February 4th email to start your foundations, have it completed by March 1st, and then you can be on that Earth Keepers pathway with us. So keep an eye out in your inboxes. 2025 is truly going to be the year of up-leveling. It already has. We're feeling it as a team, and we know that you're feeling it as well. Thank you again for your presence and your energy today. I can really feel the enthusiasm emanating within each of you. And I could feel you all in that practice, slowly sinking in and becoming aware of your immediate environments. It fills my heart with joy. Until we meet again, take care. I'll see you soon.